Hey Scorpios, Pisceans, and Cancerians. This AQUA full moon tarot session is for the water signs of the zodiac. What has come through for the collective as a whole already is an energy of keeping in mind, and this is, I think I'll put this in the description for you probably, but keeping in mind that we can make what we imagine and what we dream a reality, and to keep in mind to be very aware of the balance between our mental and physical realms. So to question at this time, how are our mentalities and the way we think and what we think, how is that affecting what manifests in our physical reality? And how is our physical well-being affecting our mental health, right? So vice versa then. And specifically for water signs, I think I mean to say, how is our mentality, what we think and how we think, manifesting in terms of our loving relationships at this time, and or in terms of how we relate to a particular Gemini energy in our life. Now, that is a very short sum up of what came through in the reading for the collective. The entire reading for the collective can be found at the beginning of the air sign video. So air signs should upload first, water signs your second. And if you want to go back to the very beginning of the air sign video, you can see the whole reading for the collective. It's just 3 cards. So it is short, but I did talk for a few minutes. Really, I read from the Dreams of Gaia tarot book. The Dreams of Gaia tarot guidebook. Beautiful, beautiful deck, beautiful guidebook, detailed. Mine's a little worn out now, but I love it. And so I read directly from that for a couple of cards. Actually, not even 3, just a couple of cards. But that's what came through, and then the love card came out for you. We also have choice and trust noted here. So it could also be saying that for water signs, it could also be telling you to question how is your mentality, your mental health, and how you think and what you think, how is it affecting your physical reality in terms of how is it affecting the choices you're making, specifically about not only love, but trusting others in your lives at this time, water signs. There may be something in your diet, something you're getting too much of in your diet, like caffeine, sugar, something like that, that is increasing your levels of anxiety, perhaps. Something in your diet that you are lacking, even not even getting too much of, but something that you could be lacking in your diet or getting too much of that could be increasing your levels of anxiety and nervousness, and it could be causing you to point that nervous energy at people around you who you do otherwise love or trust, at least more so than you're displaying. And it could just be that extra energy, that anxious energy, just landing somewhere, landing on your relationships even. For some of you, not for all water signs, it's something to be aware of. If you're looking from a direction of how is your physical health then affecting your mental activity and choices, right? And vice versa. There could be a mentality that some of you are holding on to about not ever being able to find a love that you can trust in, that you can believe in. Feeling like the type of love you show, whether it's romantic or not, is never returned in totality to the extent you would like it to be. And so by holding on to that mentality, you may be bringing that into your reality, manifesting that by focusing on a lack of love and believing, really just choosing to believe that you're never going to find what you're looking for. Some of you, not all water signs, but some need to hear that. And that may be leading directly to your circumstance, your situation, where the multiverse is handing you exactly what you say you see around you. Are you writing that into existence? Are you speaking that into existence? Are you thinking about it all too often when you could be focused on the future, the possibilities? So yeah, those are just, that's just a few ways to interpret that. That's what came through strongest and first immediately. So with that, we will move on, because I could just talk about different ways that we could apply that, but that's what really came through for me strongest there right at first. So other than that, we will just go ahead and move on to the specific signs. Again, you can check out the full reading for the collective at the beginning of the air sign video. And then before we start with Scorpios will be first, I do want to say thank you so much for subscribing to the channel, for liking this video, for commenting and sharing. It's all so appreciated. Thank you for donations. Those are also always so very appreciated. And if you are interested in a private session with me, my name is Aze, and you can find all of the information you need about personal readings down below, along with links and the email address. So with that, let's see what is coming through for Scorpios at about 7:25. Scorpios, let's see what messages want to be heard for you. The World card comes through. What do you need to hear right around the full moon in Aquarius? This World card is talking about fulfillment, celebration, completion. The Temperance card comes through reverse, talking about perhaps a need for balance and harmony. Maybe a need for forgiveness for some, a need for patience, precision. And the Page of Wands comes through, discovery and enthusiasm. So Scorpios, it seems that you have graduated in some sense, graduated to a next level in some sense. You feel capable of manifesting anything that you want at this time. In whatever respect you've graduated, it certainly deserves to be celebrated. I'm sure it fills you with a sense of fulfillment. I'm sure you feel very satisfied with yourself, very accomplished at this time when we see the World card. Emotionally fulfilled. A lot of you are feeling very emotionally fulfilled, and though you feel a sense of accomplishment, yes, and hopefully are celebrating that accomplishment, I do think a lot of you still feel emotionally heavy, pictured as the whale here on the card that is covering you. But it is undoubtedly a time of discovery and for you, and you are full of enthusiasm. I see a lot of passion here behind whatever projects that you're currently working on or have been working on for some time. But a lot is on your plate. There maybe many things that you feel passionate about, warring energies, asking for your time, your attention. And that's why we could see this need for balance and harmony, for precision, for patience with yourself more than anything. Some of you are working to trying to find the courage to leave certain aspects of your life behind now that you have graduated to this next level of living. Trying to tame your desires for some things that aren't for your highest good, aren't showing unconditional love to your mind, your body, or your soul, your spirit. Or for specifically, again, your emotional body. There may be a reason why, even though you are feeling very accomplished and have much to celebrate at this time, that you are still feeling emotionally heavy, and it may have to do with something in your routine, something in your diet, something in the way that you're talking to yourself, thinking about yourself, something like that is holding you back, because it is what's causing that emotional heaviness, those feelings that still need to be balanced. I think this might be for a lot of you about finding forgiveness for yourself in some sense, for something, maybe for something not being perfect is what's coming through right now. I'm not sure exactly what that is, Scorpios. For some of you, you may actually be detaching from a Leo energy at this time, specifically for some of you Scorpios, or just detaching from someone during Leo season right now, right? But for some of you, you're finding that you and another person in your life, maybe a romantic partner or maybe just someone who you were close with at one time, you're finding that you're now that you have graduated to a new level of viewing the world, creating in the world, being a part of your friend group, family, community, or just the world in general, graduated to a new level of being, living, really, in a sense. You're finding that you and someone that you were close with, that you did spend a lot of time with, or a significant time with, you're just not a good combination now, or you can see clearly now how that you're not a good combination, and you have so much passion and energy behind other projects, right? And you feel like you have to stand up for that. You can't let that energy start lagging. You really can't lose that enthusiasm for that which you are working on, that you are passionate about, that might have a lot to do with this leveling up, this personal development and evolution that's going on for you, right? This desire to, and acknowledgement of your ability to manifest whatever it is you want. You're not about to give up that enthusiasm, that excitement, and you know, you see results where you put your energy, right? So a lot of your energy and enthusiasm is going toward those passion projects, and so somehow that is helping to illuminate how you and this other person just simply aren't a good combination. Perhaps they're not being supportive, or it just leaves you without a lot of time for them. And it just seems that you two are maybe growing apart. That could be a reason for that emotional heaviness. It could be something that you still desire, that you're having trouble taming your desire for, someone or something that they offer, that you just don't really want to let go of quite yet, but you know that you need to. And what's pushing you along, Scorpios, is your passion for and enthusiasm for the passion projects in your life, because it's also giving you this sense of wonderment an eagerness to discover new things about your life, your possibilities, your path, your future, and yourself, what you're capable of, what your life could look like, who else could be in your life instead, taking up your time instead. So it looks beautiful. Again, it looks like self-development and evolution, and really the self-awareness that there's a bad combination here that you still desire that needs released at this time. And that might be a part of a lot of people's paths and lives around this time, around this AQUA full moon. It might be a Piscean energy. I saw divine masculine or perhaps Aries energy come through as well. It might be a part of you, an old version of yourself, or just a part of you that needs released, right? There is a little resistance to the transformation. I think that message did need to be heard, Scorpios, but you are more than capable. I hope that you do make very wise choices for yourselves that do move you forward, continue to move you forward. And with that, I love you, and I will post another reading for you as soon as I can. And we move on to Pisces at 1640. Hi, Pisces. We have the World card showing, and I am going to continue to shuffle just a little bit more and see what else wants to come through. We'll see if it resurfaces, because that is what just came out for Scorpios. And I have been shuffling for a minute, but just want to give it a few more shuffles here. This is for anyone who identifies with Pisces, the sign of Pisces, at this time, around the time of the AQUA full moon. So you may be Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces Rising, Pisces Venus, Mars, North Node, Midheaven. You might resonate with Pisces for any reason. Or you may be cross-watching. Of course, those messages can be beneficial as well. Maybe you just landed here by happen chance. That is also a good indication that there could be a message for you in the reading. Pisces, you have the shaman, divine wisdom, spiritual power. That does sound just like Pisces. You have the Knight of Feathers, action, focus. The Four of Acorns, this is fire, comfort, and community. In the reverse. So the Four of Fire reversed, the Knight of Air, action and focus, and the Shaman, this is the Hierophant card. In more traditional decks. This is the SpirtSong Tarot deck, Pisces. If you're interested in this deck, you can just scroll down to the description box to check that out. Information about this deck and any deck that I use on Lunartics Tarot readings. So we're looking at someone with divine wisdom and spiritual power, namely you, Pisces, taking action, very focused on a goal, working with those skills, using the divine wisdom that they have acquired and the spiritual power that may have grown over time but was likely innate to them. It's an energy who is inclined toward matters of spiritual health, spiritual healing, and just over their life journey works to grow and evolve, and then utilize those that natural ability and then the divine wisdom that they gain along the way, right? And you've reached a point, Pisceans, or a humble teacher / authority figure very close to you in your life who is helping you along, you or an energy like that is on your mind, really helping you at this time, really healing you. I think for a lot of Pisceans, this is you though. But this energy has reached a point where they are ready to take action with that wisdom, with that spiritual knowledge, and that energy of really a healer is actually what's coming through here, since it is depicted as a shaman. And well, that's a lot of it, right? And yeah, really take action, take flight, apply those skills to healing someone in particular, or a lot of people in a particular way. They're very focused on a goal, very determined, moving very quickly. And at least moving quickly in terms of making plans, having conversations, fresh ideas, brainstorming sessions regarding this type of work or project. This energy of spiritually healing someone or others in general. Probably someone in their home or home community, right? In some sense, because it's this imbalance or lack of comfort, lack of stability in a home, community, or environment. I think that is the motivation for this spiritual healing, really committing to a ritual, I think, that spiritually heals. And for a lot of you, this is actually, we're talking about it like it's two different energy. It's energies when it's actually you taking action on a plan like this to heal yourself, because it is your own uneasy energy in your home and or your family life, your community life, that is leaving things feeling unstable. And I don't think, we have the King of Crystals then just below that. I don't think that it is a lack of funds that we're talking about. That is the lack of security, the lack of stability. I think there's a lack of balance and comfortability in terms of being in need of a spiritual healing of sorts. Someone needing to spend more time on their spiritual life, on their creative endeavors that make them feel like their spiritual life is alive, is pulsing, is in full bloom or starting to bloom, right? Or for some, it's less about needing your creative and so spiritual life to be alive, but maybe needing to make a deeper commitment in your love life. And that could be, a passion of yours that is leaving your home and or family life feeling unbalanced. It might be time to commit in a deeper way. Pisceans, for some of you, some of you are interacting closely with a Taurian energy specifically. Maybe Virgo, Capricorn for some. I wouldn't get too hung up on the signs. And whether that is a romantic relationship or not, there could be something in your dealings with that individual that is actually the root of your, again, home, family life, community, even seeming a little uncomfortable, not completely at peace, a little unstable or insecure, not as happy as it could be, right? For those of you Pisceans who are dealing with a humble teacher, some sort of a spiritual authority figure in your life, or specifically a Taurian an earth sign, or maybe someone who you are forming a deeper commitment with to around this time, even if that's yourself. Do keep in mind that we all can, especially under an aqua moon's energy, get a little careless with our words. It can feel like it's a time that it's very fun to play with and experiment with our words. And yet, if you're talking to someone that you really respect, or someone who you need to talk to in order to fix things in this home or family life, make it more comfortable for you, for everyone, or about something really serious like a deeper commitment, you may want to keep in mind that we can all get so excited about our plans, our intentions, our planned speeches, our ideas for how to fix things, how to deepen a commitment, how to approach someone we respect, that we could rush that plan into action and even come off a little disrespectful when that's exactly not what we intended. So if it's something specifically like that, you may want to take a second look at the words you're choosing, how you're presenting those thoughts, right? That's just specific for some, and I think I can certainly leave it in your capable hands from there, Pisces. It looks, like I said, like for a lot of you, this is you with the spiritual power and divine wisdom that you're ready to put into action, that you have a plan for how to utilize, for how to help someone, help others, and I think, like I said, in your home, in or family life, maybe community. So I think we should be saying thank you, Pisces, and thank you for sharing your energy with me as well. It feels good. I hope you are enjoying the magic of the Aquarius full moon. I hope you continue to make very wise choices for yourselves that move you forward, Pisces. And I love you, and I will post another reading for you as soon as I can. And with that, we will move on to Cancers. What messages do Cancerians need to hear around the time of the AQUA full moon in August 2019? The Shaman card has shown for you, Cancerians. This just came out for the reading prior to yours for Pisces that I just did. So we are going to see if it resurfaces for you. Take note of that. The Hangman is also here for you, Cancerians. Putting patience and perspective on the table, but it is showing up in reverse. So that is Pisces energy in your reading anyway. Not surprised. They've all sort of blended together with that, with an overlapping of messages like that. Pisces got a card that showed up in Scorpio's reading. Now you're getting a card that showed up in Pisces. Also, another reason that I feel like the Hangman is showing up in reverse is because I think a lot of you are very much moving into Virgo energy already now that we are closer to the end of Leo season, right? A lot of you Cancerians are moving into this energy of the Hermit, wanting time for contemplation, wanting time to tap into your inner wisdom. Some of you possibly just have a Virgo close to you, significantly affecting your energy, maybe on your mind. a lot of you, I'm picking up, I'm seeing Cancerians here, a lot of you are having trouble gaining a positive perspective at this time, being patient with someone or something in your life. You're having trouble, maybe some of you having trouble sacrificing something that you don't want to release at this time, looking at something that needs to be sacrificed as a loss. And the Five of Crystals here, the Five of Earth energy, is really calling you to see the fresh possibilities coming in with this Aquarius full moon, and to show persistence. If you feel that life has hit you with a light jab, Mike Tyson, strike back. Some of you need to step into this Hermit energy and look at this as an opportunity for time to contemplate, and as we already said, tap into your inner wisdom. That is where you will find this optimism as well as new passion for any projects you're working on, any areas of your life that need it, that call for it, and you will be able to bring then some innovative and influential ideas and energies to those passions, any collaborations, any work that you love to do, passion projects. You'll start to see an equal give and take in your collaborations, or as a result of those passions, that work that you're passionate about doing. You'll start to see, really embrace the fact, or realize fully the fact, that you have all of the tools that you need to manifest what it is that you want, that you can create using your willpower. And then it will be a lot easier to let go of and walk away from things that are not for you, not meant for you. This sacrifice may just be time. It may be something or someone who's just not for you at this time, at present. Cancerians, with the Hangman in reverse. Some of you are just in between projects, or in between something ending and something beginning. And it could be relationships, but as I said, you can look at it as an opportunity to tap into your inner wisdom, to meditate, to contemplate, to get some time for solitude, and resting and laying low, and recharging and building your energy, or rebuilding your knowledge base in certain areas, spending time with you. And instead you're focused on the lack instead of the new possibilities, and instead of that how beneficial that time out can be for your mental health and subsequently your physical health and reality, right? You really just need to show the multiverse that you have this persistence within, Cancerians. So with that, I do love you, and I do hope that you will make very wise choices for yourselves moving forward. Enjoy this time of rest and peace, and contemplation and solitude. Enjoy the magic of the AQUA full moon, and I will post another reading for us as soon as I can.